everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do my Zodiac Panner update. I don't even know which update this is. We are going until March. I say we, I don't think there's too many people left doing this, at least that I can see. I think a lot of people have done their finales. I think a lot of people like closing out their project pans in December. It makes a lot of sense. I am going to push through. I do enjoy this project. It is the project that has brought me the most pans that I've ever attempted, which I think it says a lot. It is a obviously the Zodiac Panner. I don't even think I mentioned that. And it is a project band created by Caena, Caena's Closet, and it is a participation with the Pantastic Ladies. We do a lot of projects, and I jumped on this one because it is all of the zodiac signs. And I'm into astrology. I like star signs. Not like fanatical about it, but it interests me, and it always has interested me. So I wanted to join in on this project, and I have a pan, which is really shocking to me. It is a pan that I thought I would have maybe a couple months ago, and I never got it, so I finally have it. However, my progress hasn't been that great this month. It is, you know, I do really well one month, and then the next month I kind of slowed down, and this month I've definitely slowed down. I've been working on some other projects, just finishing up some of my other projects, and also my Shop My Stash palettes, and I have been sick again, so I don't even want to talk about it. It's getting on my nerves. So let's just go through it because I do tend to make these videos too long. Okay, so the first one, we start with Aries, which is in March, and it is a red shade. So I picked the red. It's like a blood orange red. A lot of times it looks orange, but I can make it look red, so I picked this shade. It's from the Bronze Rustic palette from Juvia's Place, and it is right here. I have used it once though, so not much change. Okay, next up is Taurus, and those are pastel shades of pink, pale blue, or green. And I picked a green from my Club Nebula palette from Kaleidos, and this is my pan. I hit pan in Firefly right here. I'd only used it one time, but hopefully on the screen you'll see I had a pretty nice dent. If not, just believe me. You can watch my previous videos. I think you can see that I had a dent. And I'm really happy. I actually have two pans in this palette, which is really exciting to me. And yeah, this palette grew on me this year. I know originally when I first got it, I wasn't so much into these darker tones, and honestly I still am not, but I think my preferences have changed quite a bit, and the way I do my makeup has changed over the last year and a half. So I honestly really appreciate this palette way more than I did, and I really love the fact that I have two pans in here, and I wouldn't have had these two pans, I don't think, at this point, had I not used this palette in this project, because I think this one was in my Pandas eyeshadows, so yeah, fair enough. But I don't know, Firefly is a really beautiful shade, but I haven't been doing a lot of greens, and I did push myself to do a green obviously this last month, and this is when I got the pan, so that was really exciting. So yeah, this is my one and only pan for this month. Please don't click away from the video. Okay, next up is Gemini, and this is a yellow. So I've been working from my Nomad palette. This is the Tokyo palette, on the shade Mel Tea Room, and I have only used this once. I don't know what it is, I just haven't been into my yellows lately, so I'm hoping that changes. I was debating whether to have this as a palette for next year. I still have yet to decide, but a lot of you did leave me some very useful comments on my video when I posted it, so I have a better idea of what I want to do, but I still have yet made that decision. You'll just have to wait and see. Okay, next up is from Cancer, and this is the shade that I rolled in last time. It is a silvery blue or smoky grey, and I pulled a blue from my Blue Moon from Colourpop, and I pulled Billie Jean, which is an absolutely beautiful shade. This one I've used twice. I have a little bit of a dent if it wants to focus. Hold on. Yes, okay. I have a little bit of a dent. I kind of already had a little bit of a dent because this was one of my favourite shades in the palette. And yeah, it's a beautiful shade. Am I going to hit pan in it before the end of the project, which is March? I don't really know, to be honest. So we'll just have to wait and see. Likelihood I probably won't, because I'm just not using it enough unless I start to do a lot of cool tone looks. I've, for some reason, gravitated a lot more to warmer tones at the moment, which is the opposite of what most people do in the winter. I did a lot of cool tone looks in spring, summer, and now I just want to do warm tone looks. So I don't know, I think I'm just like upside down. I don't really know what I'm doing. Alright, next up is Leo, which is either an orange or a yellow. And for my Leo, what did I pick? Oh yes, I picked a shade. This was also rolled in last time from my Sunset Beach palette from Primark. And I rolled in the shade Coconut Husk, which is this shimmer right here. It is a beautiful shimmer, but obviously you can see no pan. I've used this 3 times though. So I have been reaching for this mostly just as an inner corner. I think that's how I'm going to hit pan. It's a shame that I didn't actually, I don't know why, oh no, because that's not a yellow. This is more like, yeah, this definitely does have more, yeah, it has that yellow shift. So that's why I picked that one, because this one has more of a dip in it and I probably would hit pan in it faster, but that is why I did not pick that one. Okay, next up we go back to my Nomad Tokyo palette. And this is for Virgo and it's a green or dark brown. And I picked a green and I'm working on this shade right here called Moshi Moshi. I used it once, so I don't think it looks any different. I'm not sure I'll hit pan in this, to be honest. I don't know. It's kind of going the same way as Zaku Zaku went, which took forever. And it was the tiniest little pan right in the corner there. And I don't know. I'm a little bit iffy about these shades. They're just hard pan is so atrocious. It is really, really bad. Worse than any other palette that I have, that hard pan. But I think the actual like shade is really beautiful, and I can pick up the shade. Like the hard pan doesn't stop me from actually picking up the, you know, the actual shade itself or the pigment, but I find it annoying, and it's hard to hit pan when you have hard pan, at least in my opinion. It's just not a fluffy, creamy formula. It's a hard pan. It's just hard. Anyway, okay, next up we've got Libra, and so for Libra I have what do I have for Libra? I picked a pink. So we can pick pink, pale green, or various shades of blue. I picked a pink from my Norvina palette, which looks absolutely disgusting. Don't look at it. I can't get rid of all that gunk off it. I hope it's not mold because it's so disgusting. But anyway, I picked this shade Wild Child, which I have not hit pan on yet, as you can see. I have only used it once this month, so yeah, that's why. Again, I don't know if I'm going to actually hit pan on this by the end of the project, because I just used my finger when I grab it, and my finger isn't that pointed, and I don't know, I'm just not, it's not going to be like an inner corner, you know, pan. It's going to be like, once I hit pan, it will be a big pan because I've got, you know, quite a lot of surface area on my finger, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get there by March, but we'll see. I also haven't been doing that many pink looks. Okay, next up we've got Scorpio, which is a deep red or maroon. This one I've had in from the beginning, and this is from my Wine and Only. I picked the shade Mull It Over. This one I've used twice. However, I do think that it's finally showing some signs of life. There is a tiny, do I even call that a dip, or is that a disturbance? Like, I feel like there is a tiny little dip in there. Finally, I've used it so many times. I think it's well over 20 times now in this project. And it looks like that. And then another ColourPop matte, I was able to hit pan in it. Was it, I don't know, how many times was it? It was like 12 times or something in total. Something crazy like this, and this one, yeah, is just not even close. Okay, moving on, another one that we've had in for a long time is from Scorpio. Oh no, Sagittarius. Wait, did I do Scorpio? I just did Scorpio. Yes, I just did it. So Sagittarius is Rich Purples or Dark Blue. I picked a Rich Purple from a Huda Beauty Desert Dusk. I really do love this palette, and I really want another pan in here. So the shade that I picked was Amethyst, and I've used it twice, but still no pan. I think one more time and I will hit pan. I'm really annoyed that I don't have pan in this. I really do think I will have pan the next update. I must, because it's not that far away from this shade, and I don't know, I feel like I'm going to hit it. I'm going to hit pan, and it's going to be a nice big one. It's not going to be like Oud, which is really super concentrated. I do think it's going to be a nice juicy big pan. So I'm excited for January's update. Hopefully I will have a pan in that one. Okay, next up is Capricorn, and this is subdued dark green, grey, black or brown. I picked a brown, and I picked from my original Naked from Urban Decay, and I picked the shade Buck. I did use it twice, but I do not think it looks any different. There it is right there. So yeah, it would be nice to have 3 pans in here, but I don't think this is one that I'm going to likely hit pan on by the end of the project. I'm not sure if this project is coming back either in March, so I might have to just continue it myself. I'm not sure, maybe do my own little version of it or something, but I think because it's helped me so much hitting pan, it would be nice for me to continue it just for like obviously selfish reasons. Okay, next up is Aquarius, and this is Electric Blue or Turquoise, and I picked a shade from my Saint-Tropez, Summer in Saint-Tropez from BH Cosmetics, and I picked this blue Pampeloni, and I used this just the once. I don't even think you can tell. Yeah. What look did I use this with? I don't even remember. It might have been a look that I used it with. I actually did a blue look, and I think I popped into this one for a little bit of the blue. So yeah, that one hasn't gone anywhere. And then last but not least is Pisces, and this is a soft sea green, and I chose the green from my the Retro Paradise. I always call this the electric. It's not. The electric is the one I don't like. This is the Retro Paradise one that I do love, and I picked the shade Bajamar, and I really don't like this shade. I've used it once. I really don't enjoy it, and I have not hit pan, as you can see. This one's going to stick around. This is another contender from my Pan That palette. It is beaten up, bashed around, it's getting old. So, you know, it might be one that I just pan next year. I still have yet to decide. But yes. Okay, so I completely forgot that I need to roll in a new shade. So because I hit pan in the Firefly shade, which was a green and it was for a Taurus, I need to pick either a pastel pink, pale blue, or green. And so I think I'm going to pick from this palette, because I have not played with this palette in a long time, from my Mercury Retrograde from Huda Beauty, I'm going to pick the shade Haze right here. It's a beautiful shade, and I just think that I will enjoy it. It is a turquoise, so I'm just picking blue and green and combining them together. But it is it's a beautiful color, and I do think that I will hit pan in it because it is a very soft matte. And I tend to have good luck with those, to be honest, especially with this shade. I don't know what it is about it. I just tend to be able to hit pan in those. So I'm going to be rolling this one in. So that is my update for the Zodiac Panner. Thank you so much for watching. As I said, I really, really enjoy this project. And even if I just use the shade once or twice per month, somehow I am still hitting pan on at least one shade. I don't think I've had one update yet where I have not hit pan in an eyeshadow. So I think when I have 12 eyeshadows I'm working on in 1 month, the likelihood is I'm going to hit pan. So I need to continue it somehow, right? I need to somehow continue this. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, as always. I hope everyone's doing well, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, bye.